Okay, I saw recently on TV a commercial that had the Ozark Trail 30-ounce vacuum insulated stainless steel tumbler, and they had ice in it. They had a big chunk of ice, and they put it in boiling water, and they showed that it withheld that it wouldn't melt. So I'm going to do a comparison. I've got the Ozark Trail here on your right, and this is the Yeti, and this is the also a 30-ounce tumbler. Now, the Yeti is $40. This I paid like, I think, $9 and just close to $10, just under $10 for that. And of interest is the lids. These are the lids. The Ozark Trail is smoked, and the Yeti isn't. But the Yeti fits on the Ozark Trail, and the Ozark Trail fits on the Yeti. Quite interesting. Not surprised, though. I'm sure they're both made, well, I don't know where they're made, but then if you look at the inside of the lip, you'll see here, and look down in there, that looks the same, doesn't it? There's the insides of them. This one here is the Yeti. This is the Ozark Trail. Now they are a bit different on the outside. The flare is different, where they flare up, but that's not a major issue. They're going to change something about it. And if the damn Yeti wasn't so expensive, I'd actually take and cut that in half and cut this in half and actually take a look at them. But we're going to try this. But instead of putting a big chunk of ice like they had, I'm going to use some smaller pieces of ice because I think they're going to have less mass, and if they're going to melt, it's going to be easier to melt, and we're just going to see. So I've got the water boiling, or turned on, ready to boil back here. Oh, and another thing, the water, I just put the water up to right about here, right at the bottom of this, because if I put it any taller, I wanted it up higher, I wanted it up into here, but what was happening is it was becoming too buoyant. And when I put the ice in there, I don't know that the ice is going to make much difference, and I don't want the damn things tipping around in the water. So they're up to here. It'll be up to here, right at this transition point right here. So that's why I did that. But it's going to be boiling water. So, and we're going to put the lids on them too. We'll put the lids on them because I believe the commercial showed that. So we'll put the lids on them, put it in the boiling water, and we'll see what happens. So if you look at this handle that I have, which is a Yeti product. It's the Yeti Rambler handle, 30-ounce tumbler. It also fits the Ozark Trail. Now when I do this test, I'm going to have a timer. When I put the 2 tumblers in the boiling water, we're going to let them in there for 2 minutes. Now the ad doesn't tell you, on TV, it didn't tell you how long they were in the hot water. So if they're going to be in boiling water, I think if you have it in there for 2 minutes, that's more than a torture test, I would say, in boiling water. So I don't see the need to put it in any longer. But that was the stickler, is how long should I leave it in there. So I just came up with 2 minutes, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so the water's boiling, and we're going to put the same amount of ice in all of these cups. So we're going to put these star shapes Of course, me being into astronomy, what else would you use? So there's some in there. I'm going to put some in the other one, in the Ozark. And I wanted, like I said, to use smaller ones because they'll have less mass and should melt easier than a big chunk. So now I'm going to put one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. There's just one left over. I'm also going to put a full one of these in. These are smiley faces. And we'll do the same here. Now the smiley face doesn't come out too well on it, but that's what they are. Okay, and we're not going to use this other set. I think that's more than enough. So let's put the lids on them. Set my timer here. And we'll see what happens. One more minute to go. Just feeling the plastic here, the lids. Don't want that to melt. We'll see whether or not that's going to hurt the seals, but this will probably end up being in there just a hair longer by the time I pull them out. All right. Turn the water off, and this is where I have to be careful here. I don't know how. Okay, there's that. Here's that. Well, those aren't too hot. Actually, not too hot. So let's grab a pan. Wait. Okay, so this is the Yeti. There's the Yeti. No melted ice. And this is the Ozark Trail. So that's very interesting. Kind of makes you wonder just how long could you have left those in there. So I would have to say that you've got $40 here on the left for the Yeti and just under $10 for the Ozark Trail. So I guess you're wasting your money over here with the Yeti, because that kind of proved a point. And the seal, no issue with the Ozark Trail. No issue with the Yeti. They both are fine. Okay, that was interesting. I wish I would have saved that ice. I didn't. I still have one more set here of smiley faces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try something here. I'm going to put an even amount here, 3 and 3. And I'm going to put it back in and just see how long. So let me just hit the start there. And we're just going to see. I'm going to try something. I'm going to leave them in there for 5 minutes. And let's just see what happens. Okay, we're right at about the 3-minute 15-second mark now, and as you can see, there's not enough weight in them with just 3 of those each of those little smiley face pieces of ice. So they were starting to move around just with the moving of the boiling water. So I had to kind of tuck them up against the sides of the. There it goes. Hopefully this will last the 5 minutes, but that's. You can hear it's really kicking out and boiling, so I have to watch it there so it doesn't tip over. Alright, so far I've decided to leave them in there longer. Let's try to let's try to leave them in there 10 minutes. These are now hotter than hell. You can't even touch the sides, obviously, because you've got the heat rising, and so these are extremely hot. Can't even touch the sides of these. The lids are still okay. The lids I can touch. I'm going to have to see if it does any seal damage. But we're going to leave them in there for 10 minutes. Okay, we're coming up on 10 minutes. I'm going to work fast here to get them both out. These are going to be hotter than all get out. Let me try to work fast here. Okay. Wow, this is amazing. Not too bad. This is the Yeti. And those son of a bitches are cold. That be some cold ice. Okay. Here's the Ozark Trail. That is also some damn cold ice. I got to tell you, this impresses me. This is unbelievable. And I got to tell you, they both won, but the loser's got to be the Yeti. At $40, I could have had 4 of these. I bought 2 of these. I've got $80 invested. $80. I bought 2 of them back in the winter here, back a few months back. And could have had 8 of these. For the price of 2, I could have had 8 of the Ozark Trail Could have fed an army with these versus just 2 of the Yetis. So that's unbelievable. Now let's take a look. This is the Yeti lid with seal. Looks fine. Fits fine. Let me turn the water off back here. And this is the Ozark. Fits fine. No damage. Now I can touch them here. So that was very interesting. I didn't believe the ad on the TV, and I guess sometimes the TV doesn't lie. But I tell you what, the major winner in my eyes is this Ozark Trail from Walmart. Nothing but praise here. Nothing but praise when you look at the price point of this. Who knows? I can't say where they're made. I haven't a clue. But one has to wonder. And like I said, if this wasn't so much money, this Yeti, I'd cut the damn thing in half with my Sawzall or my chop saw, and I'd cut this one up, and we'd examine the inside, but I just don't want to throw out another $40. So there it is. I'm very, very impressed with the Walmart Ozark Trail.